Hello Taurus and welcome to Quarter Moon Tarot. Let's start your reading, Taurus. Let's see what's bothering you and get some guidance in that. We have trickery as well as grief. Alright, you got these two cards here. So somebody has, tricked you and it is causing you immense grief. Uh, it's really hurt your heart. Somebody has been cheating you, or they told you lies, or they kind of showed you a very fancy picture of something which was totally false. And here we have stay in the present moment. So, and I think you keep going back to the past and keep reliving that, and that is why you keep subjecting yourself even to more grief by playing it out over and over again in your head as well as in your heart. And here we have, I got this card reversed. It's actually eliminate gossip. So uh, it's basically saying that whatever has happened in the past, you're not able to let go of it. And you kind of with gossip is that kind of constant chatter which one keeps experiencing in the head when we play events over and over again. It is telling you to stop that talk which is going on in your head about a past situation, because as you keep reliving that, it becomes, you feel very sad, you feel very hurt, and you get very distressed. So let's see what the tarot is going to tell us and how we can resolve this entire situation. We have the Two of Pentacles here. So yes, definitely going back and forth over the event which has happened in the past. And sometimes it's like you're just going back and forth, reliving it, taking a little a few days you don't think about it, then you go back to it. And it's time to put an end to this, with the Justice card crossing it, that the universe is also on your side to help you come to terms with this experience and to help you overcome this grief. With the Justice card, it's a major arcana card. So you're watching the reading now. Through this reading, the cards will definitely give you some guidance which is going to help you bring about a balance in the particular situation, as well as bring about healing as well, which will come to at the end of it, bringing about a balance in this. We have the High Priestess card. So in the past, this is the card of the past with the High Priestess, and we have the Death card over here. I'll get a clarifier for the High Priestess. The Prince of Cups. Prince of Cups and the Empress. So it talks of a feminine figure, maybe somebody who gave you a little guidance, maybe who told you something about what I'm getting, Taurus. For some of you, it could be that you were inquiring about people and events which are in the hidden realm. All right, and somebody told you something about it which has distressed you. Maybe you lost somebody and you were feeling very sad. Maybe you had an inclination that you need to connect with somebody who can give you some information about somebody who has passed away, right? Because you were very upset, and whatever they told you, it kind of brought about such a drastic change. It can change as in it hit you so hard that you have not been able to come out of that grief. Maybe they told you something which was very distressing, because we have the Death card here, and with these cards, that's what I'm picking up. You keep reliving that. And with the Trickery card, I just feel that maybe are you sure you really need to believe what you have been told? Maybe the source is not authentic. As in, let me tell you something very, very honestly, that whenever we are dealing with something very sensitive like this, where you're talking about deceased people, deceased loved ones, it is it's very difficult for any human being to tap into it, anything into that realm with 100% accuracy, because it is, because the human mind is such, the consciousness also plays into comes into play, the logic also comes into play. Nobody is such a pure channel that you can get exactly the same thing. Some of you you could have been kind of the messages could be a little twisted, a little manipulated, may not have come across very clearly, and maybe you do feel that you have been tricked into something which this person has said or done. I just feel that it is something to do with passing away of somebody and you getting some information about them which has kind of upset you and hurt you, because it is a past event and you're being urged that whatever past has happened, you need to let that go, because what can you do about past events? You really cannot do anything, right? And you urged to live in your present and not to go back to something which has already happened and the information connected with that person or that event, right? Here we have the Nine of Wands and we have the Six of Swords. So this is definitely taking a toll on you. That this entire experience has been very very draining for you, and you have been in due course of time, I think you will move away from this. I just feel that some of you could have also had I think the information which has come to you is not genuine, it's not authentic, right? In the name of getting some kind of answers from some other realm of people who have passed away and things like that, I don't think it is genuine. That's what I'm getting from your cards, right? It is not genuine, right? And it's distressing you so much, you're not able to let this person go, whoever has moved on and passed away. So you are being urged that just stay in the present and not to give your attention to what has already happened. Okay, so let's see what your present energies are. You have the Seven of Pentacles, so obviously talks of there is nothing you can do about a situation. Whatever happened, whoever passed away, whatever information you got, what can you do with that? You've just been told something. Now whether you need to believe it or not is another thing. But if you have pulled the trickery card, it means something is not quite genuine with that, so do not get too upset over it. That's what the cards are saying. Look, the way the cards have come out, we've got this Justice card over here, we've got the Swords card over here, Six of Swords. With the Justice card, it is the universe is telling you that it might not it's not, you're looking at a situation which is unfair. You feel probably it is unfair and you want the universe to somehow confirm that for you. With the reading, we are being told that somebody is not being honest with you, that is for sure. Somebody is not being honest with whatever messages they've given you, and it's not that they are deliberately being honest. Like I said, nobody is a very clear channel. Things can come across very differently, and I guess you are just holding on to that, believing it and feeling very miserable. It might not completely be that, and there is absolutely no way to authenticate that, right? And that is exactly what your energy is. Seven of Pentacles. What am I to do with whatever has happened? We have the Prince of Swords over here. It is telling you to kind of and you also have the Princess of Swords. So you've got two swords energy, which is of intellect, which is of logic, and which is of moving ahead. Like get some clarity in your mind. In fact, it would be a good idea to see this entire situation very logically. Do try and go over all the information you've got and process it logically rather than emotionally, rather than just believing what the other person has said. Because that's why these cards have come out, because there is something about your thought process when you stay in the present and you analyze it in a very cold and critical manner, you will definitely get some solutions. And the outcome is, again, you've got the Temperance card, so that is going to bring about a good balance for you. Here we have Justice, here we have Balance. So view this entire episode with a lot of logic and cold calculation. You will get some insight into it, that is for sure, because something is amiss, something is wrong, you just have that feeling, because that is why you have drawn this trickery card. Something does not feel right. So the moment you start processing all of that in a very cold, calculated and logical manner, it'll all your misgivings and all your doubts will clear up, because this is very sharp, incisive energy of the swords. And with the Justice card also, there is a sword. So it is telling you, please try and balance it and look at it in a very logical and in an unbiased manner. Don't get biased by it, because it's, of course, to do some you probably had a connection with the person with whom you're getting the deceased person. So put your emotions aside and be very logical and take facts into count, and then see what conclusions you draw. We have Fulfillment over here. Engage yourself fully, there are no second chances. So whatever, again, I think this is a card which talks of staying in the present. So you just ground yourself in the present and just see what has actually happened. Just see the entire situation very very logically and very very methodically, and very very systematically to see what kind of a conclusion you draw. And you have the sustenance card. So you need to again, this is a card of being very practical. Just see what has actually happened, the event, what actually happened, and you take a look at that, and everything else connected with that, what has actually happened, rather than trusting this completely. And you have victory. Wow. So you, once the moment you start getting an analytical approach, a practical common sense kind of a approach to the event, you will get your victory. You will see things the way they are very clearly. A new balance is going to come in your perspective, and you will get your peace of mind. And stay in the present. And it actually says that when you are analyzing this, take events which happened, and then try and come to a conclusion after you put all of it together logically and in a very practical manner. So don't go too much into the past. See what actually happened and see what is happening now also in your present. It is definitely going to all add up and bring about a new harmony and a new nice energy into whatever the event is you are inquiring about, Taurus. So if you like this video, Taurus, do give it a thumbs up, and thank you for watching.